Alright, let's start this chapter with the classic BadUSB that looks like a flash drive. There are only three devices I want to highlight in this category, the first one being the USB rubber ducky from Hack5. And why don't we let them introduce their product real quick?
The USB Rubber Ducky is a keystroke injection tool with a simple scripting language. That means computers see it as an ordinary keyboard, but hidden inside is a little robot that types your payloads at superhuman speeds. You can easily generate payloads to inject binaries into the command line, pop reverse shells, silently exfiltrate data, brute force pin codes. The possibilities are endless. The USB Rubber Ducky turns seconds of physical access into full penetration. Computers inherently trust keyboards. Computers trust the USB Rubber Ducky.
As you can see, this tool can be quite powerful. It came out back in 2010 and became the best known keystroke injection tool. The simple scripting language they invented for this tool called DuckyScript also became the de facto standard for keystroke injection attacks. It is made by Hack5, which is an American company. They started by producing video podcasts about hacking and are now a big player in selling professional pen testing equipment. The USB Rubber Ducky currently costs $60 and what's great about it is that this tool has been around for so long and has been so influential that there's now a huge community and a lot of resources available online about it. And it recently got a big hardware and software update. So now it can natively act as both keyboard and mass storage device, meaning you can copy files to the target computer or exfiltrate files like passwords. Compared to the old Rubber Ducky, it also now features a USB-C connector and more advanced scripting features like OS detection. What's still not so great about it is that you have to program it by compiling DuckyScript into a binary, which is then put onto the microSD card, which is then inserted into the Rubber Ducky. And this is quite the hassle, but hey, they at least include a SD card. The other tool I want to show you is the Malduino. It's probably the closest thing to the USB Rubber Ducky that you can buy, and it also just got a big update. Here's their product video.
Malduino is a BadUSB. Encapsulated in an incognito black case with dual USB A and C, he'll work in any PC. You can seamlessly select between 3 different stored scripts on the microSD card using the onboard 3-position switch. Malduino runs generic BadUSB script, meaning it'll work with your pre-existing scripts, as well as the thousands of compatible scripts available freely online. Using keystroke injection, Malduino can be programmed to perform almost any task on a computer in a matter of seconds. To load a script onto your Malduino, just save the plaintext BadUSB script to a microSD card, make sure the first character of the script name corresponds to the switch position you want it to map to, insert the card, select the script, close up your Malduino and you're good to go. As soon as you plug in your Malduino via its USB A or C connector, it'll get to work, executing your BadUSB script at over 9,000 characters per minute. For penetration testers, system administrators and hobbyists alike, Malduino incorporates the core functionality you need, whilst maintaining a super minimalist design. Malduino comes with full documentation which explains every function, and if you ever need help with your device, you can reach out to me personally via email. I'm here to help.
So this has not just USB-A, but also features a USB-C connector, which will make this work with all kinds of devices without requiring an adapter. You can store multiple scripts on the SD card and select between them using a little switch. But most importantly, it is compatible with DuckyScript, and you don't need to compile the scripts like you have to on the USB Rubber Ducky. It's made by Maltronics, which is based in England and costs £32. Great about this is that the firmware is open source, and as I said, you can store multiple scripts on it in form of text files. And if you decide to buy one, you also support me because through my company, I'm actually involved in maintaining the firmware for it. In fact, I've been working with Maltronics to bring a new firmware to the Malduino, which now includes features like USB mass storage and a ton of other cool features like the ability to change the USB device IDs. I've also been told that the new version will come with a microSD card included, so this should make this product a lot more appealing than it was before. But now to my own product, the USB Nova, a project I've been working on for such a long time. I've been getting frustrated by how everyone makes BadUSBs in these boring cases and how annoying it is to use them because you always have to remove the case and, connect the SD card and so on. For professional use, Depending on the scenario, a very incognito, normal-looking device is probably the better choice, no doubt. But I know my community and it's full of beginners that just love playing with these tools. So I made this project specifically for those people in mind, which means that the USB Nova couldn't be easier to use. It's cute, it's colorful, it's open source, you can switch between attack and setup mode using a little switch on the side, and to program it, you simply edit a text file on the drive it creates when you plug it in. No SD card needed, no compiler needed, no Wi-Fi connection needed, just plug it in, edit and test your script, and yeah, just have fun learning about BadUSBs. So as I said, I'm making these myself, and at the time of recording this, I'm still in the process of releasing this product. I'm planning to price it at 42 euros, but depending on how inflation goes, the price might change in the future. The firmware is open source and it's really fun and easy to use. No script compilation is required, and if you buy one, you also support my business, obviously. But yeah, if you're interested, check out usbnova.com. You will find all the information about the product there, also new features and hardware revisions in case I'll update it in the future. But yeah, this pretty much concludes this category of BadUSB hardware.